I was hoping he was coming to play 12 and not 10.
The face of worldwide X Factor.
He can cut you into pieces.
He's been one of the signings of the year.
He's one of those players that can produce something out of nothing.
It's the business end of the rugby season in France, and former Wallaby and Toulon star Matt Giteau has some big dates on the horizon. Success in Europe would mark a tangible return for the centre's decision to leave the nest in Australia last year and move to France. Giteau has played 92 tests, didn't make his debut for Toulon until November, even though he was left out of Robbie Dean's World Cup squad. But since he joined Toulon's Foreign Legion, he's been outstanding. Eurosport's David Dibman visited Giteau at his home in the south of France.
Bienvenue, welcome, come in. This is my house, so the place that Bianca and I are renting for definitely another year, and then possibly who knows after that. So hope you enjoy it. It's good. There's a nice little view here. The area is called Kakaran, and it's about 15 minutes probably, 15 minutes drive from Toulon. Down this way is another little town called Giteau. All in front of us is just some nice beach, and so now the weather's good. That's where I spend most of my time, do a lot of recovery and swims. Since we arrived in Toulon, Bianca was pregnant at the time, and then we had Levi here in France. So this is my son here. Say hi, Levi.
Hello.
Hello. And my wife Bianca. So a couple of the French boys got him in our team, got him a shirt, just saying, "Mom, Dad, sorry, but." Turn around, Levi. Oh, your hand, just watch it. There we are, I'm French. So they think that's pretty funny, but no, he's French. Like me, like the name. Giteau, it's French. So he's been good. He's just teething at the moment, so.
He's a bit upset.
Bit upset. Say hello. Say hello, Levi. Bonjour. After my first game for Toulon, my first home game, we had a win. Things went pretty well for me, so I was lucky enough to be given the jersey from that game. So there we are, my first jersey for Toulon, so that was good, that was special. I still remember that, it wasn't too long ago. Yeah, it was good. It was just, I think it's just good to, I think if you start well for a new club and you feel more confident playing with them, so yeah, it was good to get my first win at home.
Me and Matt have been mates for maybe 20 years now, and very close. Our families are very close. Our wives are very close.
Yes, we played in the same league team, went to the same school, grew up together, played together out of school. We were then both with the Brumbies and Wallabies at the same time.
And then to be playing with each other on the other side of the world 20 years later, it's uncanny, and it's been a very good experience.
He's a good recruiter. I think you know, he was after a commission, you know, from Toulon, but he got me across to Perth initially, and Matt just was honest about it. He said this is what the advantages are. There's, you know, if you get worried about certain things, here could be a disadvantage, but everything's just been positive since we've been here, and you know, I haven't regretted it once. You know, obviously my family's happy, and I'm happy. I'm enjoying it. And Levi came on the 1st of the 1st, 2012. So it was a good start to the year, and it's just since it's just been amazing. You know, I think you don't really realise or remember what you used to do before you had a son, because you know, for now everything is about him and making sure he's happy. If he's happy, then we're happy.
Comme tous les hommes, je dirais, qu'ils soient joueurs de rugby ou pas d'ailleurs. La naissance d'un enfant, ça apporte une certaine maturité, ça pose un peu, comme on dit.
Effectivement, ça a dû le changer, ça a dû le faire mûrir, et puis ça doit lui donner envie aussi d'avoir de belles choses encore à raconter à son fils quand il sera plus grand.
It's just, I mean, even little things. You come home from training and it makes, you're just looking forward to getting home and seeing him, and hopefully he's awake. Even if he just smiles, he smiles once, you know, you're kind of happy for the day. So yeah, it's been really good.
it didn't take him long to settle into the team, because I think people realised immediately he came and wants to learn French and get stuck into the culture, wants to speak to all the players and not just hang around with the guys that speak English.
You know, I kind of adapted really quickly to the boys, and you know, all the players, you know, whether the foreign guys or the French guys, everyone's been really welcoming and made it really easy for me.
Wants to help guys get better, wants to work at his game, wants to help guys work at their game, willing to take criticism if ever it comes, and those sort of things. Yeah, and also always willing to have a good laugh, and yeah, and be like that. You sort of think it's a good all-round character.
We come down here to Morion, which is a beautiful spot. We're creatures of habit, so I always come here with my wife. We have some sushi, and today Matt Henjack and his family, they're going to join us.
Former Brumby has also been struck by the passion of the Toulon crowd and his richer rendition of the Pilu Pilu.
It's important. That's a really important part of what we do as far as playing rugby, but also I remember when I was young, I used to love rugby league. I went to just a training session, and David Ferner, who was a player I looked up to, as a young guy, came over and signed a shirt for me. He probably wouldn't remember it now, but that little thing means a lot. So that's something that I'm always pretty conscious of. If there are young kids there and fans and people that pay to watch you, I think you do owe them in some way to, take some time out and sign a jumper or take a photo or something as simple as that. Supporters are just crazy and they're passionate. Even when you walk through the middle getting off the bus, there's a couple there that are even crying. Like they're that passionate, they care that much about the rugby. And that's something I don't think you can be prepared for. So yeah, it's pretty special, I think.
Il y a un gros décalage entre ce qu'on en a dit et la réalité, parce que c'est pire que tout. C'est contre sa culture, même. Je vous ai dit que par exemple les gens le touchaient, alors qu'en Australie c'est un truc qu'on peut se battre si on vous touche, mais qu'ici il a compris que c'était important pour les supporters de toucher les joueurs pour leur donner un bon fluide, une énergie.
I knew a bit about it, but then to get over here and then it actually to happen just before kick-off, and then every time after we win a game, we do the piru-piru in the change room, so yeah, that's pretty special.
Throughout his career, Giteau has been used to the role of playmaker. At Toulon, though, he's generally had to play second fiddle to England's World Cup winning fly half, Johnny Wilkinson. Not that he's unduly concerned, he believes it's better for the team that he play centre with Wilkinson at 10.
C'est Johnny Wilkinson, l'ouvreur du RCT, et si effectivement à certains moments Johnny ne joue pas, c'est Matt Giteau qui y joue. On préfère utiliser les deux. Plutôt que de se passer du talent d'un et d'en mettre qu'un à l'ouverture, en l'occurrence Matt Giteau.
It's great because you have two players that are good decision makers. They have all the range of skills, so it's like having two 10s.
You can let one player control the first 20 minutes of a first half, and then Gitz can take over for the next 20, and you'll have two very different styles of game coming at you, which are difficult to defend sometimes.
It's a joy playing as if you are two number 10s, because it means that as a player you can dip in and out of the game. It means you can come into the game when you see an opportunity.
Often when you're in that role or in that position, you've got so many things going on. If you don't have any help, it's really hard, because you've got to control the team, play territory. At times, if there's options to run, then you've got to take them. You can't see everything.
When you are constantly in the game, you can get lost in a small area around you, a little bubble around you. When you've got another guy that's constantly taking responsibility and making decisions, it allows you to step back and see more of what's going on and see and get information from everywhere, and it prevents you from missing opportunities out there. I mean, sometimes it happens with me when the pressure gets more and more, you find yourself seeing only here and here. When someone else comes in and starts playing and taking over, you're able to step back and you can see what's going on around you. It helps you to make better decisions and control the game.
Still only 29, Giteau has lost neither his pace or vision. Technically, he's still among the best in the world. His linking with Wilkinson has been a key element in producing a more creative Toulon back line. When the Englishman's been on the medics table, Giteau has revelled in returning to fly half.
Where we benefit the most is when we play a quick game, a quick attacking game. So hopefully that's what I bring, kind of the ability to do that with the team.
He wants to play attacking rugby, but he's not careless about it. He's smart enough to know that when the times to attack are on, then he wants to keep the ball and control the game. When it's time for someone else to take the ball forward, he'll happily shift the ball on and make sure that they have an opportunity.
He's always been a class act. He's one of those players that when you're analysing a team, you concentrate on quite a bit, because he's got all the skills, kicking, elusive running, he's a good tackler, he's got great hands, he's got the whole package really.
He's one of those players that doesn't come around often, perhaps every 10 years, and he's got exceptional pace, exceptional skills.
Il aime organiser le jeu et il a en plus des qualités de vitesse indéniables. Quand il joue ouvreur, c'est un véritable danger. C'est d'abord un organisateur et aussi quelqu'un qui est capable de créer tout seul parce qu'il a de la vitesse et de la vivacité.
He can cut a line, a defensive line. He's very quick off the mark, and he's a world-class player.
He's always communicating and always giving an optimistic viewpoint, and I think that's one of the special things, even as the captain, to have guys like that in the team. They're able to take on the responsibility as well as have the experience to win out the close games.
He's not a player who just wants to we have a term, you've got to crowbar the ball off him to get the ball, but he's certainly a player that's a team player, which is a great asset.
So today is captain's run, so that's the last run that you have before a game. We've got a big home game tomorrow night, so I just arrived here at Stade Maillot, so hope you enjoy it. Unfortunately, from here on in, it's just the players, so we'll see you out on the ground. Thank you. Cheers.
Overlooked for the World Cup, Giteau has not given up on playing for the Wallabies again. If his Toulon side can get past Racing, Clermont and Toulouse and win the top 14, it may just remind Deans that he has a role to play, maybe even against the British Lions next year.